Are we live yet? Hey! Oh, damn flies. What's up? Hi, Kiss. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. You missed me yesterday? Oh, dang. I know. When did I go live yesterday? I forgot what time. I went like a regular time yesterday. I got invited, hold on, by a new man to a party. Oh my, they're just coming in like woodwork, huh? They are coming in, honey, okay? That's a beautiful thing. And guess what? You know, Venus is doing its little pre-shadow and retrograde right now. It's about to go retrograde, I think at the end of July. So you're gonna get some new ones and some old ones coming in, okay? Especially we have that fire stellium. Everyone's acting on, you know, we got Mars and Venus and Leo. Everyone's taking action and pursuing, you know, love and relationships. And of course, you know, trying to gain them the yummy material possessions and things of that nature, right? So hold on, guys, let me just share my Twitter is like, I don't know if y'all been dealing with Twitter right now, but it's really I'm so excited for you. I'm happy for you, girls. It's feeling really yummy over there. It's looking real fun for you. Ew. Can I get a little? How do you feel? Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Vixen After Dark. Sorry. Thank you so much for saying tuned in, tapped, and turned on. I'm your host, Tisha Yofo. If you guys have not already joined the fam, please make sure you go ahead and smash that subscribe button and click the bell right next to it. Dink! That way you guys are notified every time I go live. Oh, you're welcome. No, I'm excited to hear all about it. For real, for real. So let's go ahead. Hold on. Trying this new thing, even though it sucks because Twitter doesn't work right now. They want to be all like limited and all that stuff. So weird. But anywho, let's get back to what we got going on. So we got the full moon coming up in Capricorn, you guys. And it's so crazy. I have the door open too, so if you see bugs flying around, sorry. I don't have one of those things, what you call it, that I have upstairs, like a net thing on my door, on this one down here. Sucks, and the cats want to be outside, and it's 100 degrees, hence why I'm dressed like a mermaid today. Can't really see, but it feels like a fun time in life. Yes. Okay, so we've got the comments up. We are ready to roll, honey, okay? Full moon is still in Sag right now, if you're watching this video right now with me live. But if not, we do have the full moon going into Capricorn. Depending on where you're at, I'm calling it Monday, but you could, of course, feel the energy prior, probably like Sunday night. You could say, so we could say full moon is coming up tomorrow or the next day, Sunday or Monday, depending on where you're at, okay? Just so that you guys are aware. So, I'm so excited for you kids. Yeah. That's fun. Thanks for sharing. So hopefully you guys are all well. What I'm going to do for today, we're going to talk about full moon, the sea goat in Capricorn, coming up to a theater near you. That's fine. We're going to talk about that energy. Also, if you were born under a full moon phase, I kind of want to tap into that. I've been seeing a lot of things on TikTok and I'm like, this whole full moon, this lunar moon trend is like, they're not doing it right. People are just not doing it right. They're like, yeah, we make a full moon, and full moon's all about like letting go and releasing. So it's like, it's all messed up. Anyway, so we'll give a little snippet on that. I'm going to talk about Capricorn moon people. So if you were born with your moon in Capricorn, we're going to get a chance to understand you, overstand you a little bit better during this time as well. And then also, what you should know about this buck moon that we got going on. I'll tell you why it's called that in a minute. And then also we'll talk about the do's and don'ts. Of course, you guys know I always discuss that on the full moon videos if you guys have been watching my channel. And also the collective energy, positive and negative. Y'all know how I roll. As far as self, you know, love and relationships, money and career. And then also I'm going to dive into the houses. So hopefully you've downloaded your natal chart and you know your rising sign. Okay, so we all know everything's shifting, moving, and chucking and jiving. So depending on the house where it's at, I'm just going to talk about the houses that's affected for you during this time. Houses 1 through 12, depending on your rising. And you know what? Hold on, let me pull up. I always like to let people know if they don't know their rising. Like, I mean, if they don't know what house it's in. So let me just, oh, excuse me. Let me just, let me just pull it out really quick. You know what I'm saying? So also I'm going to discuss, what else am I going to talk about? Oh, let's talk about some magic, some rituals and magic going on. You know, what people like to do. We'll talk about, you know, candles, crystals. A lot of people like to know that, especially my Instagrammers. I don't know why IG likes to know that stuff. So we bringing it today. Okay. And then as far as a spread, if we have time, I think we have time because there are some other, oh my God, you guys, I'm starting a new series on here. They'll probably just be recorded. They won't be live because they're going to be more educational. Because when I'm doing these personal spreads, like personal Tarotstrology spreads and personal spiritual guidance sessions, I'm kind of noticing a common denominator. A lot of people that gravitate towards me, like my audience, I would like to call it, are like newbies. Like people want to know and they're into it, and they're into like, oh, I got these bracelets, oh my God, and what's that mean? And you know, what's the moon in right now? Like, what's this feeling I'm feeling? Like, there's a lot of people, I guess, you know, waking up. So my audience, what I gravitate to, I guess, and also the way that I explain myself, I want other people to understand and understand the things that I say, and I want you to get it for yourself. I don't want you to have to always come to me. I want you to be able to pick up a paper or scroll through the media and you know what the hell is going on, and you know what it means. Instead of just hearing, oh, we got a full moon coming up. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what's going on. I want you to be able to know and tell people, oh, this means da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? So I have some educational content coming out. I was up until like 3 a.m. last night. I don't know what it is, but the energy, I can't sleep. Like, I had to force myself to go to bed. It's crazy. My energy's been off the Richter, y'all. So I don't know if you guys have been feeling that way, but, and also too, I'm eating less, probably because the sun has been out. So anyways, side note, right? So let me just pull up here. Hold on. You guys share the video out, like it, so we can pump it up a little bit. Oh shit. Oh my God. Let me just set out this message really quick. Sorry, guys. Morgan, full moon coming. That's F's yeah. I don't know what that means. Hi, Morgan. Thanks for tuning in. I hate leaving things unanswered, so just give me a second, guys. Ooh, and you know what? Hold on. Oh, I knew it. Okay, so we got that out the way. Sorry. I'm happy to hear that. I'm excited for it. Yes, I'm excited because I want everybody to kind of get it. Like, of course, I want you guys to join in. You're always going to probably need an astrologer because astrology is like a lifelong lesson, not a lesson, a lifelong journey, just like healing is. And it can be very convoluted and it can get really complicated very fast, especially when it comes to reading your natal chart. If you're just, you don't know all the signs and symbols and how to like mix and combine energies together, especially when you're doing synastry, like dealing with other people, like whether this is your lover, friends, co-workers, business partners, kids, you know, meshing your energy with theirs. Like some people may still need to come to my channel, but you know, I want you guys to learn as well, you know what I mean? That way you don't think I'm talking Chinese, right? Okay, so let's get into it. Are we ready? So we have the full moon, which is going to be in Capricorn. I'm going to timestamp everything, you guys, as well. Don't forget that you guys can check me out at Vixen After Dark. Everything's in the description box down below. All my social medias and all that. Boom. All right. I've updated the website, so you guys go ahead and get your services over there as well. So I'll be over there most of the time when I'm not on YouTube. Anywho, so full moon in Capricorn coming up Sunday or Monday, depending on where you're at in the world. We all know that Capricorn energy, it is a feminine, it's a feminine earth sign, okay, and its ruler is Saturn, okay, which is the house lord, the 10th house lord. And we all know the 10th house, right? 10th house is all about work, career, your reputation, your self-image, you know, public life, what else? Social status. You can even, let's throw in accolades, awards, honors, stuff like that. So that's what it rules, so that we're all aware of that, okay? Now, if you were born under a full moon phase, so you know how like when you print out your chart and it tells you what phase that you were born, it should show a snapshot of what the moon looks like, whether it's a waning or waxing crescent, new moon. I'm a new moon baby. And then you have full moon, you know what I mean? So, so when you're born on a full moon, just call yourself like, what's the word I want to say? You're like moon. I like to call full moon energy, you're like moonstruck, because this is when the moon is at its full potential. So you've got that extra lunar energy. When we are going into a full moon, you'll feel it more potent than anybody else. So it's like you're more mysterious. I feel like you'll be more connected to those cosmic vibes, right? So pretty much for the most part, you are welcome into this world under the full moon, when the full moon's at its peak, which means you shine the brightest, right? So these are people that they say, you know, certain qualities that you may have is like heightened emotions. Your intuition will be totally like off the Richter. Like if you're always catching yourself like, damn, like you just know and you can't explain why. Well, full moon baby, right? And you just have a deep connection to different types of cycles that play out. All right. So let's talk about if you're a Capricorn moon. Just throwing that out there, Vixen. Thanks for the information. Oh, you're welcome, love. Thanks for tuning in. So let's learn about Capricorn moon people. That way we know, you know, when we're kicking in with them and checking and jive and all that stuff, right? You want to know Capricorn moon energy. And you guys, whenever I talk about moon energies, like as far as the zodiac, whenever we're moving, you know how I do the moon readings, and it switches zodiac signs every 2 to 3 days, right? But just be aware, even if you are aka a Capricorn sun, you'll still, that's like the energy, you know what I'm saying? You'll still resonate, if that makes sense. Just like as if you have Capricorn in a certain house, you still have that energy. Everybody has a Capricorn in their house somewhere. All right, and some planet too. Let's play out. Anyways, I'm gonna confuse you. So let's learn about Capricorn moon. Capricorn moon energy, honey. They're so solid. Ooh, I just spit, sorry. They're very solid. They're very determined individuals. So no doubt this moon sign definitely, it's like, they're very serious. And very ambitious. And the reason being is because in their past life, they were kind of shunned. No one looked towards them for anything. They wanted to be the go-to person, but it's like they put all this work and it's like no one cared. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have the spotlight. They weren't front center stage. Like nobody was checking for a Capricorn. So in this lifetime, you know, Capricorns, that's why they are so ambitious and they rule the 10th house of work and career and public image. And, their energy, it's like they have this street smart hustle about them, you know what I'm saying? So they're always on the grind. They're always trying to achieve their goals. They're always trying to, you know, secure the bag is what we like to call it, right? So Capricorn moon person is like a boss in the making, you know what I'm saying? Some of these are CEOs right now, depending on, you know, where you're at in life. You could probably own your own business, but very disciplined, very focused. They're not afraid to really, you know, put themselves to work to climb that ladder, even if you do work for somebody else. You know, these are people that are maybe co-owners or supervisors, managers, trainers, the educators. You know what I'm saying? They have some type of high stature as far as work-life career. I don't know why I'm still wearing this. I wasn't gonna wear it, but I'm just gonna leave it on. They're just not lazy. They're not lazy. There's no lazy vibes with the Capricorn moon. They stay on their grind 24/7 for the most part. You know, they know how to prioritize. They set clear goals and they work at it and they get it done for the most part. You know what I'm saying? So they just very, it's an earth side, so you got to think very practical when it comes to manifesting or materializing is what I like to call it. Whatever they want to happen, they put forth the energy and the effort to make it happen, but in a practical sense. Like, they don't go overboard with, yeah, I want to make $1 million in one day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're with the things that they want, they don't make it so it's out of range, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? They make sure they know that they can get it done. For real, for real. So they're really good at, you know, making things, turning their dreams into a reality. Okay? So they're all about being responsible for the most part. They take ownership in their actions, you know, and decisions that they make, unless you're dealing with a lower octave. You know, you're not going to catch them like slacking off or making any excuses. Now, the other thing about Capricorn moon energy is you got to recognize, yeah, they might be very hardworking. Let's say if they have a job and they work somewhere, they might be very hardworking as far as, you know, at the place of business or whether they own it or not. And they'll put in the effort. But when it comes to being at home and domesticated, that's kind of, they may fall short in that aspect. Some, not all. Some, not all. Okay, so throw it out there. So, you know, because the reason being is because when they know that as far as having success, however society deems success, you can be successful right now. You don't have to be a business owner. But I'm just saying, however they know that success, to them, it's not handed on a silver platter. They know they got to put blood, sweat, and tears into everything that they do. You know, and that's why they appreciate the things that they earn. So, for example, if you catch a Capricorn moon, let's say, for example, they worked really hard to get all of these material items, like their sneaker collection or whatever it is that they're into, the cars, the houses, the nice, you know, electronics, whatever it is, they take care of it. Because they put their blood, sweat, and tears into it. So they know how to appreciate the things that they do have. You know what I'm saying? And keep them real nice. Like, you'll never know, like, when they got these sneakers, they'll still look brand new. You know what I'm saying? Like, fitted, everything, smelling good, looking good, and all the things. Besides all of that, like, the hard exterior of how they may come across, the Capricorn moon energy, you know, they do have an emotional side. They can be sensitive as well, you know, but they just might not show it to everybody. Okay, everybody may not know. It's like, it's very far and few. If they really mess with you, that's when you'll see their emotional side. Okay, they don't really like to get all mushy gushy like that. So it's like, because they value more. I know someone's probably asking why. It's because they value stability more than anything. Like, they would rather have food on the table, bills paid, clothes on their back, hot water, toothpaste, toilet paper to wash their, you know what I'm saying? Like, they'd rather make sure they have all of that, and that's when they feel, you know, good about themselves. They feel stable. That's just, you know, that's when they're like, you know, I got security. I'm Gucci. Like, so they can be very cautious when it's time to really kind of like open up. You know, you gotta earn your trust with the Capricorn moon energy. So just know that. But once you're in, they got your back. Like, they're super loyal. Like, super loyal. Like, super loyal like no other. So when you see someone with the Capricorn moon, you're looking at someone that's determined, someone that's very ambitious, a hustler type of a vibe, someone who can climb mountains, make big moves, turn water into wine. Like, I don't know what else to say. They're all about securing the bag. You know, they stay responsible. They like to achieve their goals. They don't like to be out here looking like they ain't nothing. Capricorns like to have some form of status in life. Whether this is personally or it could be on a platform where everybody knows about it. But for the most part, they just like to make sure they good. So they're very loving. They're very they're very understanding. Damn, I can't say that. Because beneath that tough exterior, you know, they're really there. There's love there. They're very loving people. So what you should know about this full moon. Are we taking notes? Okay, are we taking notes? So you guys, oh, fun fact, this is called the Super Buck Moon. A lot of people like to know the moon name, so this is called the Super Buck Moon, and the reason being is because of that. It goes down when the male deer is known as the bucks, right? Ooh, excuse me. Ooh. And they're growing new antlers, preparing for mating season. Damn, sorry, I had to burp. So there you have that. So as far as a collective, this is what we all need to know. You know, this is going to bring some powerful energy. I'm pretty sure I always feel things before they arise. And it just so happened, it's kind of funny. We're in, you know, astrology is so cold because we're in the moon is in Sag right now, which Sag likes to feel free. They like to be out. They don't want to be restricted. They don't like to talk about emotions and be deep and none of that stuff. And then here we go on a full moon in Capricorn, just like releasing. It's like, that's kind of funny. Like, Sag has commitment issues, and then now we're about to release. So, and there's some aspects that are playing out. It's kind of like, we're having a breakthrough, or we're going to be breaking up. Like, where are we fulfilled in life, you know, and where we're not, you know. So we're going to be taking out the trash. So anyways, so pretty much for the most part, like I was saying, this is going to be a very powerful energy about letting go, about releasing, right? So it's pretty much, what should be on your mind is what is no longer serving you. How has everything been playing out? Yes. It's like shedding the weight that's been holding you back. Okay? It's time to shed that weight. What is holding you back? What has not been holding you down? You know what I'm saying? To keep, you know, the things going for yourself. So full moon Capricorn is going to illuminate those areas in your life where you need to kind of let go of self-doubt, negative beliefs, you know, all the fear and anything that's really preventing you from making the moves that you need to make in life right now during this time. Okay, it's very important that we recognize that because we need to progress in life, right? So this is a chance to really release like old and outdated anything, just to make space for the new. Okay, that way we can pave, you know, our way for success, and to grow and to heal and to learn, you know. But you know, I always want to say, people think that's just it, like, what do I need to let go of? But it's not all about just releasing, you guys. In that sense. Also too, you want to make sure that you are releasing gratitude, you know, appreciating what you have, appreciating the progress thus far in life. Okay, how far you've made it. You know what I'm saying? What you've accomplished. I feel like sometimes life can move so fast, and we forget to kind of check ourselves and be like, "You did a good job. You did a good job. You know what I'm saying? Like we never really do that. So now it's just acknowledging your achievements, but also giving yourself credit for all the hard work that you've put in, whether this is internal or external. It is a Capricorn earth sign, so a lot of people are going to be looking to, you know, the material things. They're going to size up their success based off of what they actually can see. And that's not, don't think like that. okay? It internally is more important than anything. Because once you good here, then all the other stuff will just come. You know what I'm saying? Material items come and go, honey, okay? So, give yourself credit while you release kind of what's holding you back. You'll start to see it could be best friends, it could be lovers, it could be a job, it could be your parents, it could be, you know, yourself, okay? Like you could be in a detriment yourself, like by what you're saying to yourself, you know, things that you're doing. It's unless, I feel like I'm already seeing what I need to let go, and I'm feeling so ready to start my business. And see, that's what I'm talking about. That's the energy right there, okay? So just show gratitude, you know? Show gratitude when a full moon comes, and just breathe and really embrace the journey, okay? This full moon hitting in Capricorn is really like, you know, people are so serious lately, but also very driven, you know, like people are so excited, like you know, start your business. Like everyone's so excited because they see everything old breaking down. They want to get in the mix of starting something new for themselves, which is a grand energy to be in. That's that driven, ambitious energy, right? So as a collective, we're going to be feeling that hunger for success. You know, it's like everyone's on like a little mission right now. Everyone's on their own little mission, just to really secure the bag and make things happen pretty much for the most part. So this energy is all about really taking responsibility during this time, making sure that you're actually putting in the work, meaning like work that's actually gonna produce something, not work like, you know, that ain't gonna take you nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be careful what we're putting our time and energy into at this time as well. So as far as the moves that we're making, okay, making moves that lead to more so the long-term goals, because that's Capricorn energy. The long term, looking at the big picture, not no microwave shit, right? So, oops, I can't cuss on this channel. So it's all about strength. It's all about growth. You know, embracing the wild side in a sense too. I gotta add that little spice in there because of these aspects that are playing out. So, evaluate your progress. This is now the time to really bust out your composition books, people. Bust them out, right? And then like really start setting goals for yourself during a full moon. Evaluate your progress thus far. Like if you already had goals, okay, evaluate those. Okay, how far, what do you have left? What do you need to do? What do you need to sacrifice? Or what do you need to put more time into? Or actually we need to take off your plate because you might be putting too much on your plate at this time and nothing's getting accomplished. Like you start something and don't finish it. Like it's like really like time to really evaluate all of that. Very important in order for you to level up. So it's time to really think of like a strategic plan. Like let's say, for example, by January, or you could say by your birthday or whatever it is, like you have this certain goal. Either you want to get out this apartment, you want to move to another state, or move into a house, or you know, you want to, you know, start your business, right? But be very detailed with it. Like where do you want to be within your business? Like do you want to just like, do you want to have clients yet, or do you just want to have the structure and bones and all the materials or the knowledge or the skills, or you just want to have everything ready to roll and launch out, you know? Or do you want to already be launched and have a certain set amount of clientele, have a certain set amount of income? Like be very detailed with it when you're mapping out these strategic plans, and then putting a plan on what to do weekly, monthly, you know, however you guys want to do it, but I'm just giving you ideas. So make sure you hustle smart. And stay disciplined, because we do have this yummy Cancer Sun energy going on, and this fire stellium, but use more of that grounded earth energy. We have that Taurus stellium playing out here too, to make sure you focus on the grind. You know, I'm not trying to put any pressure under you, but you don't want to be just sitting around doing nothing during this time. So this full moon energy can allow you to kind of see that. Where are you at right now? It's going to be illuminated for you, honey. Bink, full moon. Like you're going to see where you missed the mark, where you don't feel happy, where you feel like, oh, great, this is working out. So I'm just going to like, you know, pick the weeds from here. readjust some things, you know, make it a little shinier, polish it up, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, where you are feeling fulfilled, you know. So you're gonna definitely notice that when the moon is full. Okay, so make sure you just work on your dreams, like just get your mind right. I'd say this season is great for shadow work. Get your mind right, focus on your grind, like I said, and make moves that really align with your goals, not somebody else's. Somebody says, oh, I want you to be here, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. No, it's whatever you want to do during this time. Okay, so this is an ambitious kind of an energy. Use it to release what no longer serves you. You know, embrace your goals, make practical moves, just, you know, release the doubt, the fear, especially in the jealousy and envy. Like, we need to come together more than ever during this time. It's time to really level up and shine, my friend. Okay, cool. That was meant to be. Awesome. No microwave-ish. Right, that's funny because Cancer is in my 5th house and Capricorn is in my 11th. Okay, so Cancer being in 5th house or something, whatever your passions are, bring that to the forefront. You know what I'm saying? Your creative gifts and stuff like that. That way you can bring home the bacon and be comfortable in whatever it is that you're carrying out, whatever gifts and talents that you have. And then you have Capricorn in the 11th house, which is, ooh, that's that grounding energy towards you only want to be speaking amongst people. That's a house of connections and stuff like that. So it's like you want to only speak with people or talk to people that are either on your level or higher. That way you can either match that, learn from them, get motivated by other people that you can learn from that are smarter than you. Like I always say that saying, you know, you hang with 6 millionaires, you're going to be the 7th one, because why? The conversation hits different. Besides kicking it with Tom, Dick, and Harry on the corner, sipping, you know, drinking ice or licking ice cream and watching the, you know, the cars roll by, you know, because they sitting there broke. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the conversation hits way different. Like when you're speaking amongst other people that have actual goals and things to obtain. Someone that has nothing to lose versus someone that does have something to lose, the conversation is going to hit different. So you're going to be able to see that, and you can use that grounded energy within that. People that actually have goals, that are hardworking, that are ambitious, you know, all of those things really matter to you when you're having these connections with friends, business partners, relationships, and things of that nature. So yeah. And Leo in your 6th house. Okay. So 6th house is all about discipline. So bringing that fire and that passion in the 6th house. 6th house is work too, and health, your daily routines, things of that nature. That's a Virgo house. So, you know, you want to make sure that you just take action on those things. Use that fire energy, you know. It also depends on what planets are there too. Ooh. I feel as though this is destiny for my jewelry business. Well, there you go. That's a lot of passion. So if you're passionate about it, show it, work on it, take action every day, and make it fun for yourself too, because it's in the 6th house. Okay, incorporate that into your daily routine. At least it's like if you work a job, then, you know, so a lot of people have we all have 24 hours in a day, right? What do you want to do with it? So it's kind of like, it's like you work 9 to 5. Okay, what are you gonna do after that? Probably shower, eat, shit, and shave, and then, you know what I'm saying, like, what do you want to do? Work on your business? I was up till 3 in the morning last night doing mine on a Saturn day, right? Saturn day, like today, is for discipline. Like, sacrifice some type of desire and work on your passions on today. Normally, typically on the weekend, this is where people like to party and get drunk and have fun and not responsible whatsoever. It's the complete opposite. So if you are serious about something, use Saturn day to do that as well. Okay. So let's talk about the do's and don'ts. You trying to get a reading out of me, huh, kids? I'm sorry, y'all. So do's and don'ts, guys, during the full moon in Capricorn. You can take this advice if you want with a grain of salt. It's totally up to you. I just thought I'd throw them out there for you guys. You know how I am. You have free will to do whatever the hell you want to do, and do what works for you, and work, do the best with what you have is what I always like to preach, right? even though your intentions may be like, I want to eat healthy, you know what I'm saying? But yet it's so expensive to get everything vegan and whatever have you. Just do the best with what you have, you know, just your intake on certain things, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, so do's and don'ts. This is the time in Capricorn moon. So think of, now that we know Capricorn energy, right? Well, what are some ideas? Put in the comments down below what you think I'm going to say. Set realistic goals, be practical, create some kind of schedules, look at everything and where you're at right now, where are you fulfilled, where you're unfulfilled, you know, write a list, check your progress, aka make necessary adjustments during this time, embrace the grind, you know what I'm saying, put in some work, like real true work. Try not to make any shortcuts when you're doing something, especially if it's something that you're passionate about as far as building something up from scratch. You don't want to take any shortcuts. You want to, every nook and cranny, you want to put your time into it. You know, seek stability and structure within your personal life as well too, and your professional life, right? So take ownership, you know, of your actions, you know, especially the decisions that you're making. It's good to get, you know, advice from other people, but make sure you're following your gut and your intuition as well. You know what I'm saying? And cross all your T's and dot on your own I's and do your own due diligence. Because you don't want to live through somebody else. You know, doesn't make, our parents did that our whole lives. Like, I'm sorry, that happened to me, so that's why I feel so strong about that. Like, no, I'm going to do what the hell I want to do. Like, you know what I mean? So use this practical energy to really make moves that bring you closer to success and whatever success looks like for you. The don'ts during this full moon, you don't want to start anything new. This is like when you're looking at the garden and you're seeing where you can pluck the weeds. You know what I'm saying? Get the bugs off a little bit, you know, water it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to see what's blossomed or what hasn't blossomed. Like, damn, my tomatoes never came up. Oh my God. Like, you know what I'm saying? Up, gotta let him go. You gotta start over from scratch. You know what I'm saying? Like, release, let it go. And that's, you know, checking everything. Well, are you satisfied with that? Clearly you're not satisfied about it. So we're gonna make a note to go buy some new seeds and start all over again. You know, after the full moon, we'll get that going too. All right, next, like, you know what I'm saying? So think of it like your own garden, right? Try not to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Try not to be rigid during this time. Like, try not to be so one-sided, you know? Try not to have like this one-track mind. You want to be flexible during this time. I know earth energies, they're more steady. They don't really like change, so abrupt. So, you know, don't forget to just like take care of yourself while chasing your dreams too. You know what I'm saying? So avoid, and like I said earlier, like, you don't want to avoid piling up too much crap. That Capricorn energy will make you feel like, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And then you're on social media scrolling, oh my God, and then you start comparing yourself. Dang, I wanna be here, I wanna be there, I wanna do that too. So I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do not compare your journey with somebody else's. Everybody has their own book. Everybody has their own chapters, their own preludes, things that they already went through, right? Their own introductions. Everybody has their own chapters, their own pages. So don't try and emulate somebody else's life. Your journey is sacred. It's your vision that God gave you. No one else can understand it, understand it, or overstand it. It was for you for a reason, and not everybody maybe needed to even know about it, okay? They just probably won't get it. So avoid piling up too many responsibilities. Make sure you balance out your time and energy, because self-care is also important. Rest is also important. This is a good time during a full moon to like kind of rest a little bit, you know, but don't slack off. You know what I'm saying? And also, you got to remove the fear, false evidence appearing real. You got to remove the doubt as well, okay? Don't even be around these people that pump fear into you. If there's someone that's like kind of like always just negative Nancy or pessimistic Paul, like those people, get them out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're fired. Like, just remove your energy now, okay? Especially if you're a person that wants to go somewhere and you have things that you want to do. So you want to be around more people that are actually doing something too, because I'll tell you one thing, when you're engaged with many friends, like many of my connections, we all have something going on. So whenever we do talk and catch up, we appreciate and value that conversation. And we'll probably talk like an hour or two, and it may be only a couple of times throughout the week. And the rest is maybe through social media or quick text messages, mental health check-ins. But we understand and overstand that we need space to do our thing too. So we don't be complaining when we come back and be like, where you been and all that stuff. Oh, you acting different. No, none of us are like that. So you want to be around those kind of people that respect space, respect time, and also value you at the same token, because we all trying to do something and accomplish some goals and do some things. You know what I'm saying? So try not to be overly critical. Try not to be harsh on yourself either. We all need a little bit of love. And if you want to receive love and support, make sure you're actually dishing that out as well. Okay? And remember, any setbacks that you may have, keep pushing. Okay? When things get swiped from you, or you have tower moments, or any type of challenges with people, places, and things, I always say find the silver lining in it. There's always a meaning behind something, and it's happening for a reason. And I'm deep with that. Like, I'm so deep to where, like, even if my cats are rumbling through my cabinets and, like, they take stuff out, and I'll see what they took out, and I'm like, huh, wow, thanks, Jax. It's like a sign. I needed to wash my car. It was the towels that I used to wash my car with. I forgot to put them in my car. And it was so funny that he rumbled through and got all of that. You know what I mean? It's like it's the stupidest, simplest things, but that's how deep I am in it. Like, I take not everything as a sign, but like, I'm very intuitive, and I know my cats, they're like portals sometimes, and they kind of it's weird to say that, but they kind of keep me doing the things I need to be doing, especially Pepper. It's so weird, but that's a whole nother video. Maybe I should do a TikTok on that. It's kind of interesting. Anyways, I sound so crazy, I know. But let's talk about the collective energy. I just want to let you know that these transits are great. Oh, okay. So you know about the transits. Okay. Yeah, we can talk about it. I did a couple of, you guys, on this, check my community posts. Sometimes I post like things I probably won't talk about on a video, and I'll just throw it out there really quick and relate it to what's going on and how things are playing out. So check the community posts too, because I just do text sometimes, or photos, and Instagram stories. Twitter, I don't know, Twitter's going down. I usually do that on Twitter, but I'm circulating it all. TikTok stories, I'm just so you guys are aware and on the up and up. So as a collective, positive and negative energy, let's talk about it. Roll the clip. That's right. So during this time, as far as self, as a collective energy, it's all about personal growth. It's all about improving yourself, right? You know, we're on a mission to level up, guys. I don't know how else to break it to you, but, you know, if you are on that mission, hopefully you are. You know, we all are trying to, in some form or fashion, discover our true self, our true purpose, our true potential on what we can do. And you can't find that out if you don't experience life. So embracing self-love, embracing self-care, embracing those challenging moments, and appreciating the happy ones, you know, taking charge of your own destiny in a sense, right? So it's all about just owning your worth, you know, staying true to you, doing things unapologetically, and being authentic. It's really time to hustle. Like, you got Uranus in Taurus, Jupiter's in Taurus, North Node is in Taurus. I mean, it's really that time. Just, I'm going to keep it a whole buck. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be slacking. So it's really a time to hustle on your dreams and become the best version of yourself during this time. We got a lot of crap playing out in the world, right? So don't get distracted. Love and relationships, guys. In the realm of love and relationships, I feel like the collective energy is gonna more so gravitate towards those real, genuine connections. Like, you're gonna be able to see the surface BS people versus, you know, what's real and what's genuine. You're gonna be able to see it. You should be able to see it. Like, it should be playing out for you right now. Like, you should already know you need to just start removing your energy right now from. You just need to just scoot on out of there, right? So people, like I said, people might be seeking those genuine connections. They want to deepen that too. Like, if you know someone in your life, everyone has a specific purpose. You may want to go deeper with that. You know what I'm saying? And you want to go towards more meaningful bonds. Like, when you meet people and you out, you know, you got the coffee shop, grocery store, or some type of, like, you know, barbecue, backyard, whatever, wherever you are, when you're engaging with other people, we're looking for, like, man, you know what? Like, you want that feeling of, like, I feel like I've known you for 10 years, you know, versus the other person, like, I don't know about them. Hey, how you doing? Yeah. No, you don't want that. Like, you want the people that you feel comfortable with, that it feels like y'all knew each other in a past life kind of a vibe. Like, that y'all just kick it right off. The energy is flying. There's that chemistry. It's a magnetic flow. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is what we're all looking for right now. And that's what makes it more meaningful. You want them, like, ride or die people. You know what I'm saying? People that keep it real and that stay loyal to the soil, baby. So this energy really encourages us to have open communication. Be honest. I always say that. And also learn to trust and respect. Respect and reciprocity. Those two R words. Respect and respect and reciprocity are those two major words, but also trust. If you know you have trust issues and you singing like Drake, you need to sit in the corner and do some shadow work. Okay, so it's no more time for playing games. Okay, it's not about playing games anymore. We're really trying to build new systems and structures and get creative and do things. You know what I'm saying? So we need those genuine soul connections, right? As far as money and career, since I'm talking about structures and everything, it's all about the hustle with this Capricorn energy, right? So how can we secure the bag? How can we make money moves? How can we make those money moves and build a goddamn empire, right? So it's all about embracing that ambitious energy, having the drive and the tenacity, being determined, you know, put in the work to really achieve financial success for yourself. What does this look like? What are you going to tap into? What are you doing? You know, so this energy is just encouraging us to take those calculated risks in order to move forward and be very resourceful with what we already have or what we already know. And, you know, what we need to let go, release, and make a room for new, right? So that we can have these new opportunities that will allow us to grow, have these new experiences, that way we can grow, learn something new. I always say, stay a student, you know, stay a student, because why? That keeps you open-minded to different perspectives and the way that people explain things, and then you can kind of see what resonates, and then you can utilize, you know, everything that you wrapped up in a bow and use your own discernment and what you need to take out and what you don't, you know what I'm saying? And then put your own little finesse on it, on this is how, you know, however you're putting that in whatever aspect of life, however you're using that resource. So grind hard, level up, okay? Claim what's yours right now. So just all in all, my friends, you know, collective energy is really, it's all about personal growth, right? Real love, hustle for success, kind of a vibe, invest in yourself, build meaningful connections, chase your dreams, okay? Don't give up. Like I said, things may be swiped away from you. It's a test to see how bad do you want it. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? Whether you get no likes or no comments or no sales or no client, just keep going until you do. Somebody's watching. Somebody is watching, so this is your time to shine and go out there and really make it happen. Let's talk about, as far as your, what is your rising sign? Because I'm going to talk about the houses 1 through 12 and what to kind of look out for while the full moon is in Capricorn, where this is transiting for you as far as the houses goes on the wheel, right? So let me pull that up. Okay, so what is your rising? So Aries rising, this is going to be in your 10th house, which Capricorn loves to be there. That's its house. Taurus rising, 9th house. Gemini rising, 8th house. Cancer rising, 7th house. Leo rising, 6th house. Virgo rising, 5th house. Libra rising, 4th house. Scorpio rising, 3rd house. Sagittarius, 2nd house. Of course, Capricorn is going to be the 1st house. It's always a sign I'm talking about. It's always going to be in the 1st house, guys. And then Aquarius rising is 12th house, and then Pisces rising is going to be the 11th. Okay, so now let's tap into the houses. So houses. So house 1 is all about self and identity, right? So you're gonna really crave some form of like recognition and respect for who you are. Okay. And you really want to feel in control of your own destiny when it's in the 1st house. Okay. So you need to really assert that independent flair, and whatever it is that you're tapping into, whatever talent, gift, skill set, whatever, and just really put your stamp. Like, this is what I'm known for. This is what I'm going hard for. Let it be known, kind of a vibe. Now, you know, on the flip side to this, when it's in your 1st house of self, what do you think I'm going to say next? You could have self-doubt. You could have fear, you know, limiting beliefs or circumstances, you know, so you could be really, when you're in that vibe, you can really hold yourself back from your true potential. Okay. So you might not even, you know, you might be afraid to express who you authentically are. Like for me, I was just chilling. I was really going to take this off, but I'm still wearing it throughout the live video. I don't care. And this is like my little, when I wash my face and stuff, kind of a vibe. I don't care. Right? So you can't think about what anybody else thinks when you're in the 1st house. But sometimes you could be your own detriment. You could be so hard on yourself. And, you know, a lot of us are putting a lot of pressure on you. So you have to really kind of take it easy. And just step up and own your power. Okay? 2nd house. We all know 2nd house is all about our money and our possessions. So you're going to definitely be in your bag. This is a Taurus house, so your desire for financial stability, security, you know, all of those things. Material abundance, you know, you name it. You may feel confident in this area right now. You like, you know, it might be as little as, yeah, I wash my car, I pay my phone bill, I got food in the fridge. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might feel good about those things because you have the ability to take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, I'm happy, I'm good. You know, and so it's like you enjoy those kind of comforts in life. You know, so building your solid foundation for your finances is going to be key for you during this time. So this is what's going to be illuminated for you. But be careful in this house of 2. You can have a sense of lack. Like you could feel like, damn, I don't have enough money to go do this. So I got to kind of pick from here. I got to pay half of that. I can't do this. Like that's, you might feel, damn, like what did I do? Like I shouldn't have bought this or that. Like you're going to be looking at all those things. If it's in your 2nd house, if this is playing out for you, you could be on the other side of it. You know, are you not utilizing your skills? Are you not, you know, looking at all your resources and things that you have, or that are available to you? You know, it's time to really assess your financial situation if that's the case, and, you know, just make some strategic moves on how to get out of it. You know, whatever bed you're laying in, it's time to really switch it up. So this is where you can see where you need to reassess. If you're not happy or feeling fulfilled within your financial forecast, you need to change that to bring in more prosperity for yourself. 3rd house. We all know 3rd house is all about communication, guys. So, and learning, right? So this is a Gemini house. You seek intellectual stimulation. You know, you want, this is another house too. Like, of course, this deals with talking with people. So you want to have those meaningful connections. You want to have like those conversations that actually mean something, that are of substance. You don't want to have the surface level. You want to probably be able to get some information from people, like life hacks or how to do something or how to, whatever it is, invest in something. Like, you want to have yummy conversations that actually, to where it's knowledgeable, you know what I'm saying, to where you can obtain knowledge like a sponge, and really expand your mind so that you can grow too, because you might have something to offer that they don't have either. Those are the conversations that will probably be yummy to you. So expressing your ideas, and being heard is going to be illuminated for you, while the moon is shifting here in Capricorn. So on the flip side to that, you could be in the other octave of it. You might feel like you have a lack of people to talk to. You know, maybe there is nobody you can connect with right now. Maybe you struggle with even the things that you tell yourself. You struggle with expressing how you truly feel, what you want, where you want to go, you know. So those could be some challenges for you, and just take it as a learning process. You know, if you have difficulty with, you know, communicating effectively to your peers, whether this is at work or at home or in your love life, let's just take it as something you need to work on, right? So, you know, and especially your thoughts, okay? Just work on, like, finding your voice, you know? Engage in, like, open dialogue. Like, closed mouth does not get fed, honey, okay? So, 4th house. We all know this is a Cancer house, so this is all about home and family, right? So you might crave, like, emotional security during this time. You know, you want to feel like you belong, you know. You want to have, like, the aesthetics of, like, a nurturing home base. For you could be you, like you and your chakras, or it could literally mean your actual home environment around you, right? So, you know, your family could be important at this time, your roots, you know, things that belong to you in your home, and it's like you want to have a stable, solid foundation. That this is where it's a priority for you right now while the moon is transiting in this house. So on the other token of that, you know, you may feel unfulfilled. You might have some type of, like, emotional discord with family members or your lover or your kids, or, you know, if you feel like there's some form of, like, shaky ground or instability within the home front, whether that's you self as home or your actual home itself, you know, this is where you need to look at the drawing board. You know what I'm saying? You need to dig yourself out of that, right? So you might feel disconnected and you might struggle. Some of you guys might not feel like you belong, right? So this, I would say, you would want to prioritize your emotional well-being so that you're straight. Because if you ain't straight, then everybody else in the house gonna feel your wrath. What does this look like? This looks like, let's say, for example, you know, let's take it back to childhood. You know, when you live with your parents and, like, you're sitting at home chilling, you just got off of school, and then you see your parents arguing or something like that, and it's like, damn, it's like, and then that makes you push you away. That kind of pushes you to want to go play outside and want to go cause some trouble or whatever because of what's going on in the home front. You know what I'm saying? So you have to make sure that you're good and you're not sweeping anything under the rug because then you can project on other people. So you want to create some harmony and be like, hey, can we not talk about that, you guys? Or can you guys be nice to each other? That's when you actually voice yourself, say something about it instead of just running from it, and let them know how it makes you feel and have a family meeting or some shit. I don't know, just giving that example. 5th house. So 5th house is all about creativity, creativity. I don't know how many times I gotta say it. I'm in this creative mind flow right now. So it's also romantic partnerships too, you guys. So in this 5th house, you probably desire to express yourself in a creative way. You know, whatever creative pursuits that you have, whatever it is that you're working on, whatever you're working towards, or if you have already created something during this full moon energy, you want to look at it. You might do some rebranding or some adjustments or add some flavors, or, you know, spice things up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We do have that energy playing out already anyway, so it's like kind of unleash your inner child in a sense when the full moon is in your 5th house. Okay, you may want to feel like, you know, love, flirt. You want to feel happy. On the flip side to this, it's like some of you guys, when this full moon comes up, you may see, damn, I'm not inspired. Nothing inspires me. I'm not motivated to do anything, and it's gonna really show. Like, you're probably, like, this looks like you scrolling on social media and all your friends like, oh, Jordan's making sneakers, Kanisha's doing t-shirts, Shelly over there, she's like got her jewelry business, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's got something but me. Damn, what did I, oh man, like, you're not gonna feel fulfilled, you're not gonna feel happy about that. Like, it's gonna make you feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some of you, if it's in your 5th house. So you're gonna see, like I said, this full moon comes up, you're gonna see where you're not so happy, and you need to figure out why first. That's the root. But I'm telling you, when it's transiting these houses, this is maybe playing out for you. So you might not want to be creative because of something else going on, you know. You might not have any romantic connections right now at this time. You might be single. You probably have no spark within you. You know, your creative fire just needs to be reignited. You need to maybe look at people that are motivating you. Maybe write a list of things that you do want to create, or things that you do want to tap into. Get your gears grinding again. Move some things around to remove some stagnant energy within your mind, body, and soul, and like really figure this out. Like, literally write things out. What are the skills that you have? What are some hobbies? And then what can you monetize, or whatever, what can you transmute your energy into doing? You know what I'm saying? So maybe you need to see it, you know, maybe you need to go back to that board, and really tap into what are you passionate about. That way you can get excited and like love your life, and not look at your friends that are doing something that they're passionate about, and tapping into their creative juices. Like, you'll be like, oh, you know what, how did you do that? You wrote a book. Can you help me kind of write a book? Because I'm so interested. I really want to write a book about this, and I've seen that you did it a couple of times. So can you help me out just a little bit? You know what I mean? Like, do it like that instead of looking at them like, dang. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to be in that jealous envy. You don't want to be there. 6th house. So we all know 6th house is all about health and work. When the full moon is here, you'll probably, how do I say it? It's like you want to know your purpose as far as like work. You know, you'll probably be in your purpose, or you may be questioning that. You know, or wanting to have like a healthy work-life balance. Maybe you see that you overwork too much, and it's summertime. You're like, I kind of want to go out and play, so I'm going to not work overtime anymore. I'm just going to work as needed. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, you'll be able to see where are you happy, where you're not, where are you feeling fulfilled, and where you're not, and where you need to find a balance at, right? So you got to take care of your physical well-being too during this time. If you're sick and it's coming in the 6th house, right? You know, if your health is not right, your mental ain't right. You know, mental, you got to check on the mental, right? It's really essential in order to carry out your duties, responsibilities, and obligations in the house of 6. So some of you guys may see like, damn, I'm not fulfilled at my job. Or this business I'm into, I really don't want to do that. I want to do the business in this, you know? So it might be highlighted for you. You might be able to see these things and switch things around. You just might feel overwhelmed, you know, with this job, or it's too many responsibilities. Or even like if you started building a business, you're not unsuccessful, and you recognize maybe being an entrepreneur is not for me. Like, maybe it's not something that I can get into. But you can maybe come at it in a different angle. Because if you love something, if you love whatever it is that you're doing, if you're passionate about it, it's not going to feel like work. Like, I love doing astrology and readings and anything that has to do like with esoteric benefit, anything, like it's just spiritual, anything. It doesn't feel like I'm working. This is fun for me. Like, this gets my gears grinding. It keeps me going. So whatever it is that you tap into, you just maybe need to look at it from a different lens. Because if something feels like work, the passion is gone. The fire is out. And why is that happening? You know what I'm saying? You got to figure that out for yourself. So, health issues, burnouts, you know, if you're going through all these things, it's time to really reevaluate, right? During full moon energy. So priorities maybe need to change as far as your well-being or your mental health. What are you listening to? Who are you talking to? What are you eating? Are you hydrated? You know, all of these things matter when it's in the house of 6, okay? Find some type of harmony, you know, within find some passion, you know, tapping into something that you love, you know, and also your personal life too. All right. Somebody need to hear all of that. I'm sorry. 7th house. Okay, so 7th house is all about partnerships and relationships and connections and situationships, honey, okay? So 7th house, you might just crave some meeting some new people or dive a little bit deeper in the relationships that you already have right now. Creating harmony within the connections that you already have. So, you know, but this is going to be based off of the reciprocity of it all. You're going to be able to recognize, is there mutual respect? Do I have support in this connection? You're going to be able to see these things, and if it's not there, you're going to be ghost. So you want balance, you want compassion, because you've got to add in that little yummy Sun and Cancer energy too. So you may seek that out in whatever connections that you have right now at this time, whatever ships you're sailing. That's going to be very important for you, okay, during this full moon in Capricorn. Now, on the other side to that, if you're a person that's not satisfied, you'll probably recognize some things can be playing out in the 7th house for you as far as where you're not fulfilled. Like, you might feel there's conflict in all your relationships, like your best friend, your lover, your family. Like, if there's conflicts, you ain't on the up and up with nobody right now for the most part. Everybody's got something going on. It's negative. There's just imbalance. Like, you are pouring more into them than they're pouring more into you. Like, I'm telling y'all, this full moon, you'll see all of these things. Like, you'll just see it. Like, I'm just giving it a name for you so you know what I'm saying, what you're looking at. You might struggle with, some of you guys might struggle with partnerships right now. You might not be either relatable, or you might not be open. Like, it might be something within you that you need to work on and figure out, why aren't you connecting with people, or why aren't people wanting to connect with you when it's playing out in your house of 7? Why is there the struggle? Is there something that I'm not seeing? Like, you got to figure these things out. Look at the man in the mirror, right? So also too, making sure you're finding the right partners, right? Whether this is business partners, friendships, you know what I'm saying? There might be a certain stature of people that you could be looking for. That's why we like to call them soul groups, right? It's always great when you guys are into the same thing. It could be difficult when, let's say, for example, you want to be, I don't know, you want to be like, a spiritualist, let's just say that. But then all your friends are into crypto and NFTs. The conversation is going to be different. You're going to feel like, I don't feel, it's like trying to fit a square into a circle. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be stuff like that. So it's just making sure also too, you set boundaries. Some of you guys might recognize when it's playing out in the house of 7 that, damn, did I not set boundaries, or did I? Like, it'll be really evident for you. So make sure you're aligning with your morals, values, and beliefs. The people that you're, that's in your close-knitted circle, right? So 8th house. We all know this is a Scorpio house. It's all about deaths, rebirths, transformations, intimate connections. So you probably desire especially because Sun is in Cancer right now too, you probably desire that emotional, intense, deep connections with people. And you may transform yourself. So with this full moon, you might recognize the things that you need to let go of personally that maybe nobody knows about. You know what I'm saying? It's like a personal job. Like, some things you're like, you know what? I need to just stop doing that, or I need to let go of this. Like, you might recognize that within yourself so that you can transform and be that cocoon caterpillar to a butterfly energy. So also too, you might even struggle with being intimate with people during this time. And you got to kind of figure out why. I hope a bee did not fly in here, I swear to you. Anyways, so this would be, if it's transiting your 8th house, this is where you have to walk in the fire, do some shadow work, and confront your fears. Okay, there might be something that's playing on there if this is what you are facing. so that you can transform and take your power back, right? Ninth house. Um, Ninth house is all about higher education, learning. It's a philosophical house. This is a Sag house. So you might want to learn something more. So let's say, for example, oh, your garden is growing great. You know what I mean? Like everything's looking good. It's got to pick a couple of weeds here and there. I also want to learn how to plant strawberries. You know what I'm saying? But just think of that, just the visual. But I'm just saying this could be like higher education though, like something else. I'm just giving you the positive side of it. You might be like, oh, I've been doing it like this the whole time, but I'm going to watch somebody else that can see some to see their perspective on how to grow my garden in a different way. I'm going to do indoor now and do it in this container. You know what I'm saying? So this is you being open to that, exploring the world with a new lens if it's transiting in your ninth house. Just expanding, you know what I'm saying, for you personally too. And you could be wanting to learn a few things. You could want to dive a little bit deeper into whatever subjects that you want to learn or whatever it is that you're tapping into that makes sense for you in your life. So if it is in your ninth house, you might be on the other side to this. You might feel like it's hard to retain information. You don't know what to believe. You don't know what's real and what's fake, and you can't read between the lines like everyone's telling you to do, or you just don't get it. You know, you feel lost. You know, some people could feel like that. You can have that, or information overload, like where it's like you retain too much information, you sitting there not doing anything about it, and now you're just stuck and you just want to sit in your room in the dark and just sleep and not do anything because you didn't soaked up way too much information from up there and what's going on and all the things, and so you're like, so that can also be a thing too. So you might look at the world like in a limited way. So you just have to be open-minded, okay? I always say it's good to, you know, hear other people's perspectives, but you don't have to believe it all, you know? You don't have to believe in it. Just stay in the middle with information when you receive it. You know, one of my mentors always said, you can believe in everything, but believe in nothing. Archangel Uriel. So, so pretty much for the most part, just embrace like anything that you're learning, but just take your time with it. Especially if you're going on any type of adventures and travel, because ninth house is the house of travel. 10th house. 10th house, we all know career and public image. Capricorn, this is Capricorn house. So, need I say any more? Shall we go on? No. So you may, you know, you may look at yourself like, are you successful right now? Do you feel like you're receiving the rewards and accolades and recognition from taking those risks and putting your blood, sweat, and tears into something right now, and it's just coming out beautifully for you? Like, you know, are you putting your stamp on in the world and it's just everything's kind of working out? It's just, it might be slow or it could be very fast paced depending on how it's playing out for you, but you're going to be able to see, do you feel good about your achievements and what you're accomplishing right now? Or are you on the flip side to that where you're kind of like, damn, no one's checking for me, no one's looking, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not recognized for anything. Like, somebody else stole my content and put it on theirs and they blew up. Like, you might be like, it could be little as that. Or maybe you feel limited as far as at work. Maybe you need to step it up as far as like getting out of there because there's no opportunity for growth in that workplace for you. Or maybe you need to go to a different department because this, whatever you're doing now ain't really, it's not tickling your fancy and there's no fire under your butt. It just feels like that you do the same thing over and over every single day. You're not growing. Some form or fashion, you might find that out. And then you might go on and try and explore, like, to see what your true calling is in some form or fashion. So, you know, it's like, are you getting the respect that you deserve for whatever it is that you are tapping into right now? Especially if you're a content creator or something like that. You know, you're going to be looking at all these things if it's in your 10th house because it's part of public image too. You may need to revamp some things, rebrand some things, switch things around. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at the drawing board. Just reassess, hey, should I put more time into what I'm passionate about or put more time into this career or vice versa? Or do I have too much too many opportunities that I'm dabbling into right now? Is it too much? You know, too much? Sorry. So you need to take those bold steps and really reassess that. What are your goals? What is your end goal with whatever it is you're tapping into? So is this job conducive to that? Is whatever you're doing as far as your own business, is it going to where you want it to go? Or do you need to put something else under the umbrella of that LLC or something and come out with something else? I don't know. So 11th house. 11th house is all about our community, right? Your social networks, people that you're meeting when you're mingling and mixing, right? So, you know, you may be, in the case if it's playing in your 11th house, you might be looking at all of your social groups. Like, do I fit in here? Does this feel good? Does it feel yummy? Are these people that I want to rock with? Can these people turn into potential business partners or best friends or long-term connections? Like, do I mesh well with this crew? You know, you might be looking at that. Do you feel happy with who your circle is right now? Or are you around a whole bunch of like master manipulators? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you attracting, what are you attracting right now? Do you feel happy with that? You know, are you happy with, I mean, really, that's pretty much the name of the game. Are you collabing with like-minded people or are you not? You know what I'm saying? You know, are these people pushing you and motivating you and supporting you and uplifting you, especially in the times where you're down and you're sad or you're confused or you're lost and sauce? Are they doing all of these things for you? So it's going to be very evident come full moon energy that you're going to be able to see that. So this is really important. This is an important house because a lot of people can be distractions or they can be wasting your time. Or they might be wearing masks. You never know, right? So on the other side of that, I'm already going into it, but do you feel disconnected from the people that you're talking to right now or that you're socializing with? Or, you know, do you feel fulfilled in that area pretty much for the most part? Do you feel like an outsider in your networks or do you feel like you're contributing, you're in it and they see you? Are you being seen? Are you being heard? Or are you struggling right now to really find your tribe? Are you struggling to kind of fit in? Like you'll see all these things. Are you surrounding yourself with genuine connections or are these people only your friends because you always buy dinner and you always got the Airbnb and you always pay for everything? Are they just, are they in it for the wallet or are they in it because they really like you? So you're going to be able to gauge these things and really see, are they making me happy or are they not? Like, do I feel, so full moon come, you might need to drop some people off on the elevator up. You know what I'm saying? So 12th house. This is a spiritual house. This is a Pisces house, right? This is all about going within, right? So you may, during this full moon, you might want to stay in the house. You know, you might feel good about being in your own bubble and, you know, being in solitude and, you know, being alone and looking at the stars, moons, and quasars and being in your cozy warm bed with your animals or your lover. Like you know, you might just enjoy these, you might be seeing yourself in a different light and you might love it. You might really love your space. You might really value peace right now. You're like, yes, I love this. Like I'm going within and it's working. You might even do activities like spiritual work too, or just really exploring with connecting with self and going within and you feel connected. You know, you're super intuitive, you know what I'm saying? So on the flip side to that, if this is transiting your 12th house, or do you not feel like that? Like, do you feel alone or it's just not hitting for you when you're by yourself? Like, you don't know how to be by yourself kind of a vibe? You get scared of self, like you don't want to do the work on you, like you don't want to do the shadow work. You feel disconnected from the world, like even spiritually. Like everyone's always talking about, yeah, I talk to my spirit guides and you know, all this stuff. You're like, what? Like nobody's here for me. I don't get it. Like, huh? How are you guys all connected and I'm not? Like you might be that person. I don't know. Like I'm just throwing examples out there, like visually. You know, so you might feel lost. You know, you might feel, do you feel lost? Like, why do I feel lost? Why do I feel unfulfilled in this material world? What's going on? So you'll have to look at yourself and be like, damn, I gotta play my cards a little different. You know what I'm saying? I gotta prioritize myself. I gotta look at myself again. I gotta do some shadow work. I gotta self-reflect. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta embrace this spiritual side, because I feel like everybody should be on a spiritual journey. So if you're not on your spiritual journey, that's why you may feel disconnected. You know, so it's all about finding that balance, you know, between, especially like, let's say, even if you are like deep and you're happy with that, sometimes you can go so deep in the spiritual realm that like you don't even want to participate in the physical. So you have to find a balance. Like it's a must, or else you're gonna drive yourself crazy. Okay. Let's move along. How are we feeling, you guys? Click the thumbs up if you're watching. Comment if you're with me live. So let's talk about rituals. I don't really like to use the word rituals, but let's call it magic. What's some magic that you can tap into during this full moon? Have you already been doing it? I know I've already been doing it. So think of Capricorn energy. Think of the cool rituals that would be with that. So we have the earth element, right? So and we all know what Capricorn traits are now. Like, so some rituals would be set goals for yourself. Like, this would be a time to set aside an hour or two, write on a piece of paper. If you have like a special notebook or something, I'm just showing this for an example. But if you have like something, you know, oh, maybe like a vision board. I literally just bought all these boards the other day. It's so funny. Anyways, do a vision board. Make it a fun activity for yourself. Do a vision board. You can do affirmations. Just get really clear on what you want. However that looks like for you. For me, I'm a visual, so that's why I got vision boards. You know what I mean? That's going to help me because I'm going into something new and I want to feel good about it. So I'm going to put it on the vision board. I made it a creative project for myself, a fun one at that. You know what I'm saying? You can do stuff like that. Get clear on whatever it is that you want to achieve in life. Okay? That way you can hustle and kind of make it happen. It's really time now, guys. Like, we got to release the old. We got to release the old and embrace the new. It's evident. So think of the things that you want to, let go of, whether this is people, places, or things. Okay? What's holding you back? Write a list. Take some time to really write it down. Like really evaluate. Like, really use this time. It's falling on a weekend, so it's a perfect time. Like I said, Sunday night or probably Monday, but still, you can get prepared, right? This is why we're going live now and talking about it. Prepare. Let go of what's holding you back. So what does this look like? You can write stuff down on a piece of paper. Write things down. You can be like, what are all the negative things that you think about? Like, what's in your mind? Like, what's all the negativity? What are some bad habits or vices or behaviors or things that you want to let go of, right? This is really going deep in the trenches, by the way. So, what are some past things that you want to take as a lesson now instead of holding a victim badge? I don't know. You then, once you write it down, burn it up, and then, be safe, YouTubers. Tear it up, bury it in the ground, whatever you want to do, symbolizing your release of that, or all of that. That's something I like to do. I'm an Aries moon, so I like to burn stuff. Whenever I'm trying to release something, when I'm doing spiritual work. And then meditation, I do running water. Because my visions, honey. Woo, my visions, honey. You can do an altar. Okay, another ritual people like to do, maybe it's like you have a certain altar, but it can be a specific altar. I have many. I have like 3 of them. So do like a hustle altar, like an ambitious altar. Like, this is where you can stick your dream board up there. You can put pictures and visuals. Like, visualization is super key. Like, seeing yourself in these things and actually playing that character, like reminding yourself to be that character that you see here, and so like you can bring it into reality, right? So you can have that kind of an altar to really honor and dedicate all of your peace, your time, your energy, ambition, your hustle towards these things that represent success for you. This could even be so small as like making sure you're eating better, like having a better diet. Like that could be a goal. That could, you know what I'm saying? Like, so whatever that looks like for you, and whatever represents that. You know, people put like trophies, dollar bills, whatever you want to do, coins, pennies, anything that represents that. You can light a candle and visualize yourself really achieving these things. It gets deep, and I'm not gonna go deep with the rituals like that. Like I'm not like a person that really like goes deep with that stuff online. But there are some people out there that use your discernment when you're. I always promote do your own practices, use your own magic and rituals, create your own rituals and spells and stuff. Anyways, crystals. Let's talk about the yummy crystals. So some cool crystals so we've got tiger's eye would be great for this full moon in Capricorn. Some people have like actual, I think it's upstairs. I have crystals all over in designated areas, but yeah, it's not down here. So some people have them like, you know, like this form, or you could wear it. So tiger's eye. Tiger's eye is help to stay focused when it's like dealing with any goals that you want to achieve and accomplish. You know, it's also for protection too, but it kind of like boosts you in a way to where it kind of gets you hype to do what you want to do. I feel like tiger's eye is like, to me, it's more like a hustle vibe. Some people wear like tiger. You see a lot of men. They wear a lot of tiger's eye necklaces. I don't know why, but now it makes sense now that I know. But before I didn't know. And it looks just like this, you know. Anyways, smoky quartz. Am I wearing smoky quartz? No, I don't have it. Oh, you know what's funny? Oh wait, yeah. Smoky quartz. I don't know if you guys can see. So smoky quartz is used for releasing old patterns, behaviors. Hi, Jackson. Do you want to come play with mommy? It's like it's like your go-to crystal. Damn, I need to cut your nails. It's a form of letting go of negativity, fear, and self-doubt. You can hold it during, you know, while you're doing your ritual if you want to, or imagine old vibes being released from you, whatever that may be, and transforming it and transmuting it into positive energy. We also have black onyx. Black onyx. Why that look blue in the light, but it's black. Black onyx is like a shield. It's protecting you from negative energies. It helps you stay grounded during, you know, intense seasons like this where it can be very difficult. We got a lot of things playing out in the world. We got social media boosting these distractions out too, so it can be kind of hard to stay focused on those things. So keep black onyx on you, around you, whatever it is, to remind you to stay focused and protect your energy at all costs. For real. Jackson, get off my thing. Next, I think that's it for the crystal gang, guys. There's more. I just gave you a few examples, okay? Candles. Talk about candle magic. I know somebody's gonna ask me. Black candles. If you have any black candles, if you have green candles, yellow would be great. Yellow's good too. So what does this mean? I also have green too. Actually, go to your Dollar Tree. Get cheap with it. You can go to Dollar Tree. Okay, this is not. So black candle is you can use that to release negative energy. I always say when you're releasing something, this is the most important thing that you guys want to listen to during a whole video during a full moon. Releasing work, do it at night when the sun is down, I should say. Okay? When you want to bring in, do things when the sun is up, when it's rising, right? It just makes sense. Okay. So black candle, let go of things. So as it's burning, you can visualize you burning away self-doubt, procrastination, fear, you know, whatever it is for you. Just to kind of give you an example of what people would do, because I know some people are curious, but they just don't know what to do or any ideas. So for my beginners out there, green candle, right? We have the green candle. You can, you know, utilize this, oh, this hair, Capricorn energy, right? You can really use it for like abundance, going forward with something, bringing the love and passion into whatever it is that you want to tap into, as far as like prosperity, financial success, and things of that nature. Oh, I was like, what is this? So you can envision, you know, whatever it is that you see for yourself, like money flowing in and falling, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever works for you as far as bringing abundance and prosperity in, or opportunities or abilities with the green candle. A yellow candle, I would say yellow would be more of the communication candle as far as the intellect, having discernment, using intellect. Ooh, because remember, we're in Sun in Cancer, emotional intelligence kind of a vibe, so we need that intellect to come in. Some aspects are playing out too, especially with the moons in Sag right now. But setting clear intentions, like getting clear on what the hell it is you want to put your time and energy into, whether it's people, places, and things. Knowing what you want. A confused mind does nothing. Being more decisive with your actions and being more intentional. The yellow candle will kind of help you do that. You can bring that energy in like the flame, however you want to do it for yourself. Never blow it out with your mouth. Use something to hover over it when you're putting your candles out. You don't want to blow it using your mouth. But anyways, you can use yellow for creativity, for expressing yourself, things of that nature. It is 4:30. We are knee deep in the game here. I was gonna do a spread. Should I pull? I'll just pull a couple, but I kind of wanted to do like a separate spread for you guys, like a separate video, like a reading. But for those that are watching now, I'll just do a couple. I'll do Tarotstrology and see what comes out, because it was a lot of information today. So I'll just kind of see what needs to be the focus. So let's do that. Let's bust out a, and then I'll probably do like a separate special. There she is. Because I know you guys, that's how I came in here. You guys want to know a fun fact? The only reason why I actually came in with cards when I started is because I had abilities that I know if I didn't have some type of tool next to me, people would think I was crazy. That's all I'm going to say about it. And that's what made me start my channel with cards. With oracles, tarot. But it's always like, so we're going to use these as confirmations, right? And let's dive a little bit deep. What do we need to pay attention to with this full moon in Capricorn? What's coming? What's here? What do we need to pay attention to? What do we need to fulfill for the collective? Whoa, I've never had that card come out. Spirit does not play with me. I swear. Let me just get the cards together first, Tisha. Hold on. Okay. This is all passing through. I swear, you guys. They don't play with me in these decks. I'm trying to tell somebody. Yeah, I'm glad I pulled. I really am. Okay. So the reason why I said that is because we have the actual Capricorn Devil card came out. I never, rarely, ever pull this card. And it's in reverse. So very fitting for full moon in Capricorn, right? So let's think about this for a minute. Capricorn energy, so think of the flip side on the lower octave of that when this card is being reversed during this time. So while the full moon in Capricorn is going to be playing out, there may be some toxic people, places, things, patterns, behaviors that we do not want to release from. Okay, we may be in fear to break bonds. It's kind of like that saying, you know, when people say, oh, we've been together for 20 years, but it's been like so hard. It's like hardship after hardship. It's like trial, tribulation. It's just like, it's not a connection you should be in if it's so hard for you to be together. You know what I mean? Like, that's that, oh, but we're so unbreakable. We got through everything together. Like, it's really like, I don't know. It should be easy when you guys come together and it's unconditional love and you guys love one another. Like, I'm not saying that you're not going to have disagreements and confrontations and stuff like that, but that's where, you know, being able to kind of come together and compromise works. That's where that word is there, right? It's not supposed to be like this hardship. So some people may not want to break away from people, places, and things. This could be you. You know what I'm saying? Even whatever vices or anything that any addictions that people may have, you know, it may be hard to release that. But it's going to be illuminated. Like, let's say, for example, you get ripped tonight, and then all of a sudden the next day you're just like, I'm not drinking anymore. You know what I mean? And then here you go again, you're doing it. You say you want to stop, but then you really don't because you're addicted to it. The feeling or the vibe or whatever it is you associate with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not your time. And I'm not knocking anybody because trust me, I've been there. And that's how I know the feeling. But, you know, it's maybe just not your time. You know what I'm saying? So however this looks like, however this is playing out, we may need to kind of let go. Hopefully you used that time when we had 6 planets in Taurus that was forcing us to look at everything earthly and material wise and trying to see everything in our face. It's still kind of like that. We still have the Taurus stellium playing out, but hopefully you guys seen that. Let me go back to the chart too, and was able to kind of make some readjustments, right? So there's that. And then we have 9 of Swords in reverse. It's kind of like holding that blindfold and in denial of not wanting to, you know, go the other route and end these old cycles. And I can see that, you know, there's a lot being thrown in our face as far as on a global standpoint. But for you personally, however it's playing out, you know, you may feel like, damn, like I'm struggling with this or that or whatever have you. And so what do we do for comfort during Cancer season? We go towards what's comfortable, things that we know of. We know the outcome. We know what's going to play out. We know the energy. We know the routine. Comfort, right? So some people may not want to do that. Now, we also have here the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay? So this is new ways of making money, honey. Money making opportunities, making sure we are removing ourselves from people, places, and things that are not allowing us to grow. It's really that simple. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. It's like maybe we need to look at new innovative ways on how to boost in our financial forecasts. So hence why I always push like create, because aces bring new beginnings when it's on the reverse. Don't you want something new? You know what I mean? A lot of people are in this, let me just copy and I'm gonna make a mill. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me just do it like that. It's gonna happen for me. They did it, I could do it. You know what I mean? But let's like kind of think outside of the box. This can also mean money mishaps. You know, be careful with your money right now during this time. We do have, let's see. We have Lilith, Mars, and Venus in the sign of Leo right now at this time, you guys, still. Okay, so be careful of your spending right now. Ace of Pentacles in reverse is kind of like maybe you invested, whether it's your money, your time, or energy into something to where now you're in a detriment. Okay, this could be looking like losing a job, losing that business partner, you know, losing actual money. And time is something you can't get back. Your energy is something you can't get back from that person that you invested in, right? So it's like you might be looking at people too, like, dang, I wasted all my time on that person and they weren't even, you know what I mean? Like, it's the same old, like, oh, they just drained my energy, drained my battery, you know, mentally, physically, emotionally. Like, that's also what it can look like too, because you are the esoteric bag as well. It's not just, doesn't mean material. So on the flip side to that, you guys know I had to read the reversals first. We've got some new, this could be new love. This isn't a card of emotion. You may feel a certain way. Remember, we're in Cancer season. This is the Ace of Chalices. Okay, so you may be forced to you may have some new feelings about a person, place, or a thing. This is yummy. This is like, this is a new opportunity for love. This is a new opportunity to be passionate with someone. This could be reciprocated too. I don't know, but you know, I'm just reading for you. Okay, this could be you having a passion for whatever it is that you're tapping into at this time. Sorry guys, I have to do adjustment. You know, it's water, it's emotions. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy is in the mix right now. Okay, like I said, we do have 3 planets, and well, it's not a planet, that's a vertex, but we have, you know, Sun and Mercury in Cancer right now. We also have Pisces with Saturn and Neptune. Okay, we did have, like, I think we had a grand water trine. Do we have a water trine right now? So I didn't do aspects today, guys, sorry. But this is good. This is like feeling the love and the passion. You know, when your chalice is full, this is like you able to dish out and give love and support to other people that may need it. So this could be you playing out, okay? Or you could be in the receiving of that. We also have 10 of chalices that came out. Ooh, this is Pisces energy. But the number 10 signifies like completing something, right? Feeling emotionally fulfilled within a situation with a person, place, or thing during full moon in Capricorn. Okay, you're like, cheers, on to new beginnings. You feel complete, you feel fulfilled, new things are happening. This is also Pluto energy too. You know, Pluto comes out, it's retrograde right now in Capricorn. So this could be you seeing if you're fulfilled or not, you know, and I would like to say this is on the positive side of that. Okay, so looking at all the work that you did put into certain things, you feeling like, yes, I feel good about this. This feels good. I'm going in the right direction. You know, you're getting all the confirmations and synchronicities that show you that you're on the right path. This, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just feels yummy, especially when it pertains to your money. Queen of Pentacles, okay? Some of us may have these mature people around us, or a woman-like figure or something like that, helping and assisting, or you could be that person. Queen of Pentacles energy, which is Capricorn energy as well. You're secure, you feel it, you see it, your business is thriving, or you're making the money that you need to make from your job, all of your needs are met, all of your duties, responsibilities, obligations, everything on the bills are paid, food in the fridge, you're even able to maybe travel, get out there, very secure, like feeling really good, feeling stable. This is where Capricorn energy likes to be. So having the Queen of Pentacles comes out, this is really good. This is good. I'm telling you, like, a lot of you guys are feeling good about your direction, about your path. Some of you guys are just like ready for it. You're like still taking action. 8 of Wands energy, you're going in. Like, you ain't stopping, you just keep going. Like, what? I'm gonna take action every day, all the time. Whatever it is, you want to expand on this. Like, if you already feel like you got this and that, but you're like, I got another idea, I got another idea and another idea, and I want to do this and I want to do that. It's like you guys are really exploring and getting out there and trying new things. And it's Sagittarius energy. You might be learning new things, taking action on that, deepening, you know, seeking more knowledge about whatever it is that you're tapping into. It's like, it's juicy. Like, for example, this, to give you a visual, this looks like maybe binge watching a playlist that I have on my thing about spirituality or about signs or astrology or whatever the hell. You know what I'm saying? Just to give you an example. And taking action on it. Actually retaining the information. You know, this is knowledge, right? And then taking action, putting it into action in your daily life. 8 of Wands energy. Because you're passionate about it, you're gung-ho, you want to explore, Sagittarius energy, right? And then you're turning that into wisdom. You might incorporate the things that you learned into whatever aspect that's playing out in your life, okay? So in the midst of all of this, we do have to recognize 3 of Swords energy. It's very fitting for this full moon in Capricorn because, like I said earlier, you're going to see where you're not fulfilled and you might have to remove people, places, and things. And especially if it's people may be hurt. You also may be hurt because if you're seeing an area, like let's say your bank account is reading like negative $20, you're not feeling fulfilled in your financial forecast. So now you got to look at the drawing board and now you may be in pain. You may be in sorrow. You may be upset and mad at yourself. You're like, God damn, 3 of Swords, right? So you have to put a little love into something, whatever it is that you do. Heal yourself, close that wound up, use that Uranus energy, right, to think outside of the box. And you might be careful, though, because you might do some unexpected things. That's Uranus energy whenever you are in pain and hurt. So don't act out of emotion because we're in Cancer season. Make sure that you do it because it's logical. Use that other side of Libra energy. And be a little bit more logical. Use that air energy before you make any decisions, because you could be like, dang, like I want to go here but I can't, you know what I'm saying, or I want to do this but I can't right now, like. But also too, this can be played out with other people, you know. You might have to hurt somebody's feelings, like whether this is a lover, a friendship, something not really working out in your favor, like you guys just aren't coming together. So what do? You got to separate. You got to set boundaries. You have to remove your energy. It may hurt, it may suck, especially if it's like a family member or someone that's really close with you or someone that you live with, or you know what I'm saying, but it's necessary for your own mental health. Sometimes we have to do that. So there you have it. You might have to play messenger, okay? Page of Wands. You might have to relay that message. Okay, and use this Cancer or yummy energy to be show a little bit of compassion and empathy while you're doing it. You know, don't be like, F you, here's your clothes, and toss the clothes in the garbage bag on the street. No, be like, I'm sorry, but you know, my time is up here, my journey with you. We have to part ways. I folded all your things. Here's a suitcase for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta flip it up real quick. So because that fire energy, boy. So on to discovering new things. Okay, pages bring messages, so you may also receive messages too. A message of love. This could be like, congratulations, you got the job, or congratulations, you've been doing such a great job. This is just even someone saying, as much as I miss you, I love you, I'm proud of you. All the yummy things like that fire, passion, energy carries too as well. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped and turned on. I love all of you. I'm going to go ahead now and do the timestamps for this video. That way you can refer back to it. I got some yummy things coming up, so make sure you smash the subscribe button and click the bell. Also give this video a thumbs up, share it out to somebody that may need to hear, and get prepared for the full moon coming up in Capricorn. Have a grand, hey Shakira. She said I was washing dishes. You may need to do a little rewind there. But thank you for staying tuned and tapped and turned on. I love you. It's so nice to see your faces here in the comments, you guys. I love when you guys are with me. It's dope for real. But I'm about to head out, so I'm going to get that going. You can meet me at vixenafterdark.com if you need me for any guidance, you know, have a conversation, a Zoom call, a phone call, a FaceTime, a reading, a spread, whatever you need, it's over there. And I will see you on the next one. I love you guys. Peace.